Let me ask you something personal. When you look in the mirror, how often do you notice your hair first? For many people, hair isn't just hair. It's confidence. It's self-expression. It's part of how the world sees us and how we see ourselves. But here's the truth. Our hair has a way of reflecting what's happening inside our bodies. If you've ever wondered why your hair feels thin, brittle, or just lifeless, even when you're using expensive shampoos or oils, the answer often lies deeper than the products on your bathroom shelf. It lies in nutrition. Think about it. Your body builds hair from the inside out, using the nutrients you feed it. And just like you can't build a strong house with weak bricks, you can't grow strong, healthy hair without the right building blocks. That's what we're talking about today, the essential nutrients your hair needs to thrive naturally. By the end of this video, you'll understand not only what those nutrients are, but how to get them from your diet and daily habits and why they matter so much. And trust me, once you see how nutrition and hair health are connected, you'll never look at your plate of food the same way again. The foundation, understanding hair structure and growth. Before we dive into the nutrients, let's break down how hair actually grows. Each strand of hair is mostly made up of a protein called keratin. If you zoom in, you'd see that hair has three main layers: the medulla, the innermost core, the cortex, the middle, where pigment and strength live, and the cuticle, the protective outer layer. But here's the thing. Hair itself, the part you see, is technically dead. It doesn't repair itself like your skin does. That's why split ends never fuse back together. The living part of your hair is the follicle under your skin, and that's where the magic happens. Hair follicles go through cycles. Anagen, the growth phase, which can last years; catagen, a short transitional phase; and telogen, the resting phase after which the hair falls out and the cycle restarts. Now, here's the catch. If your body isn't getting enough of the right nutrients, your follicles spend less time in the growth phase and more time shedding or resting. That's why deficiencies in things like iron or protein often show up as hair loss or thinning. So when we talk about feeding your hair, we're really talking about feeding your follicles. Why products alone aren't enough. Now, don't get me wrong, hair care products have their place. Oils, masks, and conditioners can protect your strands and keep them looking good. But they're more like a coat of paint on a house. They don't rebuild the foundation. I once had a friend, Sarah, who spent hundreds of dollars on miracle shampoos because her hair was breaking constantly. She was convinced she just hadn't found the right brand yet. But after months of frustration, she finally visited a nutritionist. Turns out she was iron deficient and wasn't eating nearly enough protein. 3 months after adjusting her diet, her hair stopped falling out in clumps. That's when it hit her and me that glowing, healthy hair isn't about chasing the next trendy product. It's about nourishing your body from the inside out. And trust me, once you see how nutrition and hair health are connected, you'll never look at your plate of food the same way again. Nutrient number 1, protein and amino acids, the building blocks. So let's start with the most important nutrient of all, protein. Your hair is about 95% keratin, a tough protein made from amino acids. Without enough protein, your body literally can't build hair. That's why crash diets or protein-deficient diets often lead to noticeable hair loss or thinning. If you've ever seen someone who lost weight rapidly and then complained their hair was falling out, this is why. Their body prioritized survival functions over hair growth. Good protein sources include eggs, fish, lean meats, beans, lentils, tofu, and quinoa. And if you're vegetarian or vegan, combining plant proteins like rice and beans gives you a complete amino acid profile. Real story example, I remember reading about a fitness coach who went vegan but didn't balance his protein intake. Within months, his hair started thinning. Once he added quinoa, lentils, and soy into his meals, not only did his energy return, but his hair regained thickness. His story is a reminder hair health isn't just about what you remove from your diet, it's about what you add back in. Nutrient number 2, biotin, vitamin B7, the growth vitamin. Next up is biotin, sometimes called the hair growth vitamin. It's part of the B vitamin family and plays a crucial role in metabolizing fats and proteins, basically turning your food into the energy your follicles need. When people are biotin deficient, they often experience brittle nails, thinning hair, and skin rashes. Now, biotin deficiency is rare, but not impossible. Certain medications, gut health issues, or even pregnancy can deplete it. Foods rich in biotin include eggs, almonds, walnuts, sweet potatoes, and spinach. A lot of people swear by biotin supplements, and yes, they can help if you're deficient. But the truth is, if your body already has enough biotin, popping extra pills won't suddenly give you Rapunzel hair. The magic is in balance, not excess. Real-life insight: a new mom I knew shared how, after giving birth, her hair started falling out in handfuls. Her doctor explained it wasn't just hormones. Her biotin levels had dropped. Once she started eating biotin-rich foods, her hair gradually thickened again. For her, it wasn't a magic pill, but a reminder that healing hair takes time and nourishment. Nutrient number 3, iron, fuel for follicles. Now let's talk about iron, the unsung hero of hair health. Iron's job is to carry oxygen in your blood, and your hair follicles? They're hungry for oxygen. Without enough iron, your follicles go into energy-saving mode, which means less growth and more shedding. This is especially common in women due to menstruation, pregnancy, or simply not eating enough iron-rich foods. Doctors actually list iron deficiency as one of the leading causes of hair loss in women. Good sources include spinach, kale, lentils, beef, chicken liver, and fortified cereals. But here's a pro tip. Pair plant-based iron sources with vitamin C, like lemon juice or bell peppers, to help your body absorb more. Story example: a college student I once spoke to shared how she kept losing hair while studying abroad. She thought it was stress. Turns out it was her diet. She'd cut out red meat completely. After reintroducing iron-rich foods and adding vitamin C, her hair stopped shedding within weeks. Stress may have played a role, but nutrition was the bigger culprit. So far, we've laid the foundation. Hair needs protein as its building block. Biotin helps turn food into energy for follicles, and iron fuels hair growth by delivering oxygen. But these are just the beginning. In the next part, we'll dive into the role of vitamin D, omega-3 fatty acids, zinc, and vitamin E. Nutrients that act like the support team for your hair, keeping it strong, shiny, and protected. And along the way, we'll hear more real-life stories that show just how powerful these nutrients can be in transforming hair health. So stick with me, because if part 1 showed you the building blocks, part 2 is going to show you the protectors and enhancers that make the difference between dull hair and vibrant, thriving locks. In part 1, we talked about the foundational nutrients: protein, biotin, and iron. These are the building blocks. Without them, hair simply can't grow or sustain itself. But if you want hair that not only grows but thrives, hair that's strong, shiny, and resilient, you need the support crew. Think of them as the guardians and enhancers of your hair health. That's where vitamin D, omega-3s, zinc, and vitamin E come into play. Nutrient number 4, vitamin D, the follicle activator. Let's start with vitamin D. Most people associate it with bone health, but it's also critical for your hair follicles. Here's the science. Vitamin D helps create new hair follicles. It basically signals your body that it's time to wake up and grow. Without enough vitamin D, follicles can become dormant, and dormant follicles mean thinner, patchier hair. This is especially important because many people today are deficient in vitamin D. Why? Because we spend so much time indoors. Our bodies produce vitamin D when sunlight hits our skin, but with office jobs, screen time, and sunscreen, which is important for skin health, of course, many of us simply don't get enough. You can get vitamin D from fatty fish like salmon and sardines, fortified milk, or supplements if your doctor recommends them. I once read about a woman in her 30s who developed sudden patchy hair loss. After several tests, her doctor found her vitamin D levels were alarmingly low. Once she corrected the deficiency, her hair gradually grew back. It wasn't an overnight miracle, but it showed how something as simple as sunlight or the lack of it could make or break hair health. Nutrient number 5, omega-3 fatty acids, the scalp soothers. Next up, omega-3 fatty acids. Think of omega-3s as the moisturizers for your scalp. They provide essential oils that keep your scalp hydrated and reduce inflammation. A healthy scalp equals healthy hair. Omega-3s are found in fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, but also in chia seeds, flax seeds, and walnuts for plant-based eaters. If you've ever had a dry, itchy scalp or hair that feels brittle no matter what conditioner you use, it might not be about what you put on your hair, it could be about the omega-3s you're not putting in your body. Personal anecdote. A friend of mine, John, used to struggle with dandruff so badly he avoided wearing dark clothes. He thought it was just bad luck or poor hair care. Turns out he wasn't eating any foods rich in omega-3s. Once he started adding flaxseed oil to his smoothies and eating salmon twice a week, not only did the dandruff calm down, but his hair took on a shinier, healthier appearance. His barber even noticed the difference. Nutrient number 6, zinc, the repairman. Now let's talk about zinc. Zinc is like the handyman of your body. It repairs tissues, including the cells that keep your hair follicles healthy. It also helps regulate hormones, and hormone imbalances are a major cause of hair loss. Zinc deficiency can lead to hair thinning, delayed wound healing, and even a flaky scalp. On the other hand, too much zinc can cause problems, so balance is key. Good sources include pumpkin seeds, chickpeas, oysters, beef, and cashews. A teenage boy I knew struggled with severe acne and hair thinning. His dermatologist tested his zinc levels, and sure enough, they were low. By adding more zinc-rich foods and a small supplement, both his skin and hair improved. It was a powerful reminder that skin and hair health are deeply connected. Nutrient number 7, vitamin E, the antioxidant shield. Now let's shine a light on vitamin E, often called the beauty vitamin. Vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant, which means it protects your cells, including hair follicles, from oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is basically the damage caused by free radicals, those unstable molecules that speed up aging. When your hair follicles are under constant stress from pollution, poor diet, or even too much heat styling, vitamin E helps protect and repair them. Foods rich in vitamin E include almonds, sunflower seeds, spinach, and avocados. You'll also find it in many natural oils, like argan and olive oil, which is why these are often used in hair masks. For example, in one small study, people with hair loss who took vitamin E supplements saw a 34% increase in hair growth compared to a placebo group. That's not magic, it's nutrition doing its job. Lifestyle factors, beyond nutrients. Now let's step back for a second. Nutrients are essential, yes, but hair health isn't just about what you eat, it's also about how you live. Here are 3 underrated lifestyle factors that make or break your hair. 1. Hydration. Your body is about 60% water, and so is your scalp. Dehydration leads to a dry scalp and brittle hair. If you're not drinking enough water, your hair will show it. 2. Sleep. Your body repairs and regenerates during deep sleep, including your follicles. Chronic sleep deprivation throws your hormones out of balance, which often shows up as hair loss. 3. Stress management. Ever noticed people lose hair after major stress life, like exams, breakups, or illness? That's because stress pushes follicles into the resting phase. Chronic stress can accelerate hair thinning. Real-life example. A woman I worked with once went through a stressful divorce. Within months, she noticed clumps of hair in her shower drain. It wasn't about shampoo or genetics, it was the stress. Once she started therapy, journaling, and yoga, not only did she feel better, but her hair started growing back. So let's recap. We've now covered vitamin D, the follicle activator, omega-3s, the scalp soothers, zinc, the repairman, and vitamin E, the antioxidant shield, plus the hidden lifestyle factors like hydration, sleep, and stress. These nutrients and habits are the protectors, enhancers, and defenders of your hair's natural beauty. But we're not done yet, because in the final part, we're going to go even deeper. We'll explore natural oils, herbal remedies, and ancient practices that support hair growth. And most importantly, we'll tie it all together with 5 clear takeaways. Lessons you can start applying today to transform not just your hair, but your confidence and well-being. Stick around for part 3. It's where the science meets tradition and where you'll find the most practical steps for building a healthy hair routine that lasts a lifetime. So far, we've laid the groundwork. In part 1, we explored the foundational nutrients like protein, biotin, and iron, the raw building blocks of hair. In part 2, we looked at the support crew, vitamin D, omega-3s, zinc, and vitamin E, plus the lifestyle habits that protect and enhance growth. But there's still one more layer we need to talk about: natural oils, herbal remedies, and everyday practices that bring it all together. Because, let's be honest, most of us don't just want hair that's healthy inside, we want it to look good on the outside too. The role of natural oils. For centuries, people across cultures have used natural oils to nourish their hair. And while these oils don't replace nutrition, they can work alongside it, like a shield that protects and enhances your strands. Coconut oil, the deep nourisher. Coconut oil penetrates the hair shaft better than most oils. It reduces protein loss, which is huge because hair is mostly protein. If your hair feels brittle, applying coconut oil before washing can prevent it from getting stripped by shampoo. Castor oil, the growth booster. Castor oil has been used in folk remedies for ages. It's rich in ricinoleic acid, which may improve circulation to the scalp. Many people swear by it for thicker eyebrows, lashes, and hair. While science is still catching up, real-world stories are hard to ignore. Story example: a man in his 40s who struggled with thinning hair started massaging castor oil into his scalp twice a week. After 6 months, he noticed new baby hairs along his hairline. Was it just the oil? Maybe not, but combined with a nutrient-rich diet, it became part of his success story. Argan oil, the shine enhancer. Argan oil, often called liquid gold, is packed with vitamin E. It's great for taming frizz and adding shine. Think of it as the finishing touch, the polish that makes your hair look as good as it feels. Herbal allies for hair growth. Beyond oils, certain herbs have been valued for centuries in traditional medicine. Aloe vera soothes the scalp, reduces dandruff, and creates an environment where hair can grow. Rosemary. Research suggests rosemary oil may be as effective as minoxidil, a common hair growth treatment in some cases, without the harsh side effects. Ginseng. Used in Asian medicine to stimulate circulation and strengthen follicles. Ha-2-O, or fo tea,
a traditional Chinese herb often used for longevity and hair vitality. Story example: I met a woman who swore by rosemary water rinses. She boiled rosemary sprigs, let the water cool, and poured it over her hair once a week. After 3 months, she noticed her hair felt stronger and her scalp healthier. While not every herb works for everyone, the rituals themselves often create consistency, which is key. Everyday habits that matter. Now, let's zoom out. Nutrients and remedies are important, yes, but hair health is also shaped by small, daily choices. Heat styling. Constant blow-drying or flat ironing breaks down hair proteins. Limit heat or use protective sprays. Chemical treatments. Bleaching, perming, or frequent coloring weakens hair. If you love experimenting, balance it with deep conditioning. Gentle handling. Wet hair is fragile. Avoid aggressive brushing right after a shower. Use a wide-tooth comb instead. Protective styles. Simple braids, buns, or silk pillowcases can reduce breakage overnight. These aren't just beauty tips. They're science-backed habits that reduce physical stress on your strands. Bringing it all together. 5 takeaways. So what's the big picture here? If I had to distill everything into 5 key lessons, here's what I'd say. 1. Feed your hair from within. Make sure your diet covers the essentials: protein, biotin, iron, vitamin D, omega-3s, zinc, and vitamin E. Without these, no product can truly help. 2. Support your scalp. A healthy scalp equals healthy hair. Stay hydrated, manage stress, and give your follicles what they need. 3. Use nature's boosters. Oils like coconut, castor, and argan, plus herbs like rosemary and aloe, can support what nutrition starts. 4. Respect your hair. Be gentle with heat, chemicals, and daily styling. Treat your hair like the fragile but precious material it is. 5. Consistency over perfection. None of this works overnight. Hair grows about ½ an inch a month. The secret isn't doing everything perfectly, it's doing small things consistently. Let me leave you with this thought. Your hair is like a mirror. It reflects your nutrition, your lifestyle, and even your emotional state. Dull, thinning hair often signals deeper imbalances, but vibrant, strong hair shows harmony within. And here's the beauty of it all. You don't need to chase miracle products or spend hundreds of dollars. You need nourishment, patience, and care. If you start today, even with one small change, adding more protein to your meals, drinking more water, or simply massaging oil into your scalp, in 3 months, your hair will begin to tell a new story. Because at the end of the day, healthy hair isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good from the inside out.